Following the Central Bank of Kenya's decision on Chase Bank, Ramah Nyang actually spoke to the CEO of the bank's association, Habil Olaka, and he asked him if 3 banks are in receivership and 1 other is being liquidated, can we expect any more banks to fail? Here's what he said.
Right now, as we speak, all the banks have now reported their numbers. And given the thoroughness of the review that was done, we believe that the numbers are reflecting the true situation on the ground. Those that had tried to misrepresent the numbers, those actually have been picked up and restated. And that's why, for example, the case of Chase Bank and National Bank, that came up to light because the numbers had to be restated to conform. And also the other thing is the fact that given that the numbers have all come in now, we do not expect surprises. This happened because the numbers were coming in on the 31st of March, and all of them were reporting on the last or second last day. And in fact, National Bank and Chase Bank actually reported their numbers on the 31st of March. And that's why it may appear to the public as if there's a systemic problem, there's a crisis. Yet it's only 2 banks out of the 43 that have put in this problem.
Can you then authoritatively say, as CEO of KBA, that we, as the general public, should not expect any more landmines, so to speak, to come through from the banking sector?
I would not expect so, because the numbers now are all out there. All the 43 banks have reported their numbers out there. It's now available to the banking public. You can scrutinize them. They have been scrutinized by the external auditors. They have been reviewed by the central bank as received from an offsite inspection point of view, and we have got confidence in the numbers. The only thing is that the ones that had to restate their numbers, and in those particular cases, the respective management teams were, had to be acted upon, and that then boils into the social media, and the information starts flying around.
Why haven't we seen any criminal action being taken yet against the management involved in essentially providing false information to the public?
For the 2 specific cases, actually, things have not been proved or confirmed yet. You see the case of National Bank, there was the misstatement of numbers. The board took a decision to send the CEO and 5 managers home, basically suspending them to enable them do a thorough review of the circumstances under which this happened. Same thing with Chase Bank. There was a misstatement of the numbers were restated. The board then took a decision to the chairman and the group CEO actually stepped down.
But isn't that, I mean, you've already come out and said, yes, we lied about these numbers. Why is that not evidence that can be acted upon in a court of law?
Now, the next step, if indeed this is found to have been criminal, then the next step, the law will take its course. But as of now, we do not have information as to the legality or otherwise of what was done. Could have been criminal. If it is criminal, then of course the law will take its case.
But I mean, surely, from a layman's perspective, because this is what I'm trying to get at, the people today, let me give you an example. Shabaj could tell, my whole business could fall apart because of this Chase Bank debacle. I'll be left in debt. My staff will become redundant. For someone like him, who's had his entire life turned upside down, he's got an enormous pile of bills working up right now, how can we then tell him that the fact that a bank has restated its numbers, effectively admitting, yes, we lied, we provided wrong information to you, how is that not something that can be acted on in criminal law?
In a case where it's culpable, if the 2 or the respective board members are culpable, then the law should take its course. What I'm saying is that right now we do not have the information to either determine or otherwise the culpability of the 2 individuals.